Arthur is committed. Arthur is funny. Arthur is brilliant.
He was full of enthusiasm. He was a really good lawyer. He talked law on and on.
I think Arthur always knew exactly what he wanted to do. One of those rare people.
I wanted to be a public interest lawyer since I was 14 years old. Public interest lawyers focus their careers on fighting for justice. They choose cases based on whether or not the cases will advance the public interest and advance the battle for justice, not on whether they'll make money.
We started at Harvard Law School together in the fall of 1976. I didn't really even know what a public interest lawyer was.
I loved going to law school. I had the time of my life. It was wonderful.
He has been, more than almost anyone else I know, true to what he always wanted to do.
So in 1982, Public Justice opened its doors. It was called Trial Lawyers for Public Justice. I contacted them to see if there was a staff attorney position available.
I had helped to raise the money to start Public Justice, and so they consulted me when they went to hire their first attorney. So I met Arthur, and he was just bubbling over with enthusiasm.
I agreed to become the sole staff attorney at what was then Trial Lawyers for Public Justice. Because the central purpose of public justice was to use trial lawyers' skills and resources on cases that would make a difference. That meant we could take on any kind of case that trial lawyers or other lawyers might take on. I was there 3 years, and the executive director came to me and said, "Arthur, we're almost out of money. The board and I are fighting about where to go from here. I don't need this. It's you and the receptionist. Good luck." So in 1987, I became the executive director of a national public interest law firm that consisted of me and the receptionist. And then the whole job was to build the place from there.
One of the things that he is not known for outside sort of the legal circles is he has changed the funding in the colleges for women and men's sports. It used to be that the men got all the money. Well, that's not equal protection. And Arthur said, that's not equal protection. And he went to Brown University. They were very resistant. Oh, were they resistant?
It was the Title IX case, with Brown University, this august, progressive school, saying, if we're in violation of Title IX, then everyone's in violation of Title IX, to which we at Public Justice said, yes, they all are.
He has had a lot of living hell to go through during the period of time while he was managing this organization.
He's been kicked to the curb more times than most, but Arthur has always bounced back.
You have to keep fighting. You just have to keep believing that it will work out, that things can get better. And sort of fundamentally, what other choice have you got?
In over 30 years, I mean, he created a really awesome law firm that did and still does groundbreaking work in all kinds of different areas.
When I left Public Justice, we had the broadest range of cutting-edge, high-impact litigation from the state and federal trial courts all the way to the United States Supreme Court, broader than any public interest law firm in the country.
Here, more than 30 years later, he decides to come back to the private sector. I've been trying to get him to come join us for a while.
I called up Ben, and he said, do not make another phone call. We will make this happen.
It's a thrill at this stage of your career to be able to practice law with one of your oldest friends and do good things.
Because of Arthur Bryant, there are so many young lawyers in America who aspire to a higher standard.
One of the most rewarding things that's happened to me is I have heard from 2 different young women, now lawyers, saying they decided in high school or college that they wanted to be lawyers for public justice. Couldn't feel better.